In the news tonight, father and son in custody as remains of man believed to be blockmaker found. 4 are now in custody for the murder of church elders, mastermind nabbed in Pomeroon. And we now introduce you to another delegate in the I Am a Big Deal beauty pageant. News in depth begins now.
Good evening. With the news tonight, I'm Royson Drakes. Thanks for joining us. We begin the news tonight by telling you that the father and son are in custody after the remains of a man believed to be a blockmaker was found in a shallow grave. A father and son are now in police custody after the burnt remains believed to be that of Mahendra Ghani were found in 2 separate shallow graves at a cemetery at number 55 Quarantine Babis. The cemetery is located just behind the suspect's house, who is said to be the young man's employer. The 2 men, along with another employee, were arrested by the police as the probe intensified into the incident. The 21-year-old Ghani went missing last Monday after he left home for work. Ghani worked as a blockmaker with the businessman, who is also said to be involved in cattle rearing. His family became suspicious after he failed to return home and calls to his phone went unanswered. After filing a missing person report with the police, the family commenced a massive search for the young man, and it was last Friday that they stumbled upon his remains in the cemetery near his employer's house. His brother Razak, who was part of the search party, spoke to members of the media.
A hole and they fired up on the hole. When he go and dig up the place now, me go back to the station and bring a police. When he go bring a police now, and police come now and call more police to come now and dig up the hole. And when you find a shot, find a bone, find a phone casing, the phone, and the police do them after her.
Where he was?
Inside the hole. Then the man place Canada happen.
What prompted the dreadful action is still unclear at this point, but there are reports that prior to the incident the young man was fired and was offered back his job last Monday. There are also reports that the suspect was furious with Ghani after it was reported that Ghani stole 2 of his cattle. While family members are convinced that the remains found are that of Ghani, a police source said that DNA tests will have to be conducted to ascertain if the remains are Ghani's, and those tests will be done overseas since Ghana does not have the equipment to do so. More news after this break. Stay with us.
Hey, looky there. Let me go techie boots.
Boots? No, man. I ain't gonna get locked up teeth in them big stinky 30-second hand boots. Plus, it can be more cheaper online. And don't got my favorite color, pink. Let me go along.
Online shopping. Cheaper, faster, better. Passback.
Your family will love new Abbey butter spread.
Thank you, Mommy.
A heart-healthy choice with no cholesterol, Abbey is ready to use right out of the fridge. Smooth, spreadable, rich and creamy, Abbey is a great tasting butter spread. Try it today.
Don't be fooled by anyone. Come to Beson's for the best deals on all aluminum and UPVC windows. Our prices are unstoppable every time. Starting from as low as $13,500 VAT inclusive. Buy 10 windows and we'll give you a 24 by 16-inch bathroom window absolutely free. So if you're a builder, contractor, or Mr. Do-It-Yourself guy, follow the sign. Come to Beson Windows and Doors, Lot 1228 Eccles Industrial Site for the largest variety of aluminum and UPVC windows. For more information, call 622-4197 or 226-1292.
Minister Valerie Adams Patterson Yearwood, Minister of Communities with Responsibility for Housing, and a team from the Central Housing and Planning Authority will be in Region 6 at Glasgow Community Centre on Wednesday, October 11, 2017, from 10 hours to 12 hours. Minister Patterson Yearwood will be allocating lands in the Glasgow community. Also, the team will be in the boardroom of the Regional Health Office from 13:30 hours to 15:30 hours to issue pre-qualification letters to persons desirous of purchasing housing units from the Central Housing and Planning Authority. Additionally, the team will be dealing with other housing-related matters. Persons are kindly asked to walk with their acknowledgement letters and a valid identification card or passport.
Welcome back. 4 are in custody following the murder of 2 church elders in the city. The police arrested the alleged mastermind yesterday in the murders of Phyllis Caesar, 73, and Constant Fraser, 87. The man was arrested in the Pomeroon River and brought back to the city for questioning. Crime Chief Paul Williams said a team was sent from A Division and worked along with the commander of G Division to arrest the suspect. This brings the total now to 4 persons arrested for the gruesome murders. 2 persons have since confessed to the crime. Susan Fraser died from suffocation and strangulation. The 2 women were found in their South Road and Albert Street home, bound and gagged. Their home was ransacked. A church member immediately alerted the police after making the discovery. Phyllis worked as a caretaker of the Full Gospel Assembly Church, which is located just next door, and both women were committed members of the church. That incident sent shock waves among church members who were pondering why would persons want to take the lives of 2 senior citizens. Crime Chief Paul Williams said the suspects would appear in court before the end of the week.
Minister Valerie Adams Patterson Yearwood, Minister of Communities with Responsibility for Housing, and a team from the Central Housing and Planning Authority will be in Region 6 at Glasgow Community Centre on Wednesday, October 11, 2017, from 10 hours to 12 hours. Minister Patterson Yearwood will be allocating lands in the Glasgow community. Also, the team will be in the boardroom of the Regional Health Office from 13:30 hours to 15:30 hours to issue pre-qualification letters to persons desirous of purchasing housing units from the Central Housing and Planning Authority. Additionally, the team will be dealing with other housing-related matters. Persons are kindly asked to walk with their acknowledgement letters and a valid identification card or passport.
John Lewis Styles, simply different.
A man's beer.
Caribbean rice, from the lush rice fields of Guyana, straight to your home. Caribbean rice, our people, our rice.
And before we go, we look at another contestant in the I'm a Big Deal Empowerment Beauty Pageant.
S for sweet, E for energetic, E for elegant, T for talented, A for ambitious. All of these are qualities possessed by the Queen standing in front of you. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Sita Dalu, and I hail from Blairmont on the west bank of Berbice. I am 18 years old, and I am a first-year student at the University of Guyana, currently pursuing my lifelong dream of becoming a lawyer by first attaining my bachelor's degree in social work. My platform is youth empowerment, and this is something that is very important to me, because I believe that the youths of our today are the shining stars of our tomorrow, and we need to mold them, guide them, and encourage them to become the best versions of themselves. Thank you.
That's a wrap for this edition of News in Depth. Do join us again tomorrow for another edition.